a warm welcome, Tora and Boon, to support this birthing of the book. You have now peeked into it just a little bit. And it's just warms my heart that you're here to support this exciting happening with everything happening. So if you please could introduce yourselves and also maybe how we know each other and your first reflections of having peeked into this creation now. You want to start, Gunni?
Yes, I can start. I'm a farmer in the north in Iceland and been married since 2000, and we have 3 kids, almost grown up. The youngest is 17, the oldest is 24. And we're farming with cows and horses. And I know Matilda since 2000 and something, 3 or 4. And it's been very, very nice to know her, and she's always coming up with some great ideas and keeping on with them and proceeding and like she's doing with this book. She got this idea and she wants. I'm so proud of her to do this book. It's great, and I've been reading it a bit, and it's very. I don't know what to say. It's beautiful, and she's talking right from her heart, and it's. I'm looking forward to read the whole book, and so it's very beautiful and see, it's about how we communicate to each other and with ourselves, and yes, looking forward to.
Yes, beautiful. And it's also interesting. You're a person who know me pretty well over the years, so it's also dear to me to have you read a little bit and to kind of get to know this sharing part of me. And I like how you see how it is a communication with oneself. That's like what I want. Like firstly with oneself, and then with someone else in a way. Yeah. So yeah, we will share some more. That's beautiful. Thank you. And Tora, please.
Yes. Hi, I'm Tora. I am a woman.
Yeah.
I'm a person. I'm a human being. I'm a soul. I'm a friend. I am a heartful person, I think, and I practice to be. I am also a spouse, and I am a mother. I'm a sister. I am just a being. Apart from that, I am a coach, and I am also a lawyer, and I practice human rights law, children's rights in particular. And to manage that work, I have been practicing mindfulness for some years now to be able to deal with matters I see in my everyday life, in my everyday work. And practicing both coaching and mindfulness gives me tools to kind of get the distance I need from the subjects I have to face every day. I have peeked into the book, and I have also witnessed that Matilda has been surfacing with her vulnerability towards writing this book and to creating this kind of material, everyday sex, daily sex. That's huge, and it's like totally well, giving everything out and just, yeah, it's amazing to show the courage and to stand bare naked out in the street and acknowledging the beauty of sharing life so intimately with your spouse and with yourself, of course. So I'm really excited to read the rest of the book and share with my husband and share with people I trust to really deal with this stuff, because it's not for everyone, perhaps in the beginning. We might need some reflection, self-reflection, before we dig deep into this.
Mm.
So I just praise you for doing this work and allowing yourself to acknowledge this side of life, which is so, it should be so very understood and acknowledged, and well, it's a part of all of our lives. So we should not be ashamed or afraid of speaking of these very dear matters of the heart.
Yes. That's the longing. That's where the whole aim comes from. That these beautiful experiences on the inside of the body, they need to be shared, not kept, closed in, but to be shared. So I'm very humble to have you with me, because I feel like I need like support in having this journey happen. So I'm very grateful to have you, and we're going to share some more, and we're going to close this recording now, and we're going to continue sharing. So thank you very much for this part. Great. So we are going to continue to share about around the book, or any angle that that this awakens in you, and it could be around the chapter that you peeked into, the 17, which is called Presence, Happiness, and Positivity. But you can also like any other kind of reflection that it just reading the content and everything opened up. You can start wherever you want to start. How was it to read it? How what is there to say?
I might start if I'm allowed. Reading this only chapter kind of gives me the feeling of the rest of the book. I feel that this very chapter may be the foundation of the whole being of the book. So I'm humbled and honored to get to read this very chapter. And I connect to it completely, because this is what I've been practicing over the last years, to stay in presence and stay in and be mindful of both my inner senses and also being aware of myself, my feelings, my thoughts, and practicing meditation, and also just daily mindfulness, noticing what I'm thinking or not thinking, or noticing the speed of life, noticing how I'm racing through my chores and my work, obviously. Yeah, so this is just the most precious tool that you were writing about in this chapter. Being mindful and noticing how you are living life, how this very minute is surfacing in your life. So I think that's totally crucial in intimacy as well. Having the ability to be there 100%. Not thinking about what to buy in the supermarket, or not to be, you know, crowded, your mind crowded with chores, or organizing your life, or whatever needs to be dealt with outside. Not at this very moment, because you can practice to kind of leave that behind and let it stay in another room, so to speak.
Yeah, and how precious the moment becomes. You know, it's like the beautiful experience of presence is in our own hands. It's kind of amazing that that's a fact.
For sure. And it's such a feeling of liberation and freedom, not being occupied with other things and chores, just being here and now, loving, feeling, sensing, breathing, be free from worrying, and just, be present.
Gunni.
Yeah. Yes, it is. This chapter is it's great. It's really about all you do in life, because when you're doing everything, you have to be present. And of course, you can be doing some routine work and thinking about something else, but you always have to come to the presence and be there for a minute. And this reminds you on how to be present. And also when you're talking about the happiness and positiveness, it's your decision to be happy. It's your decision to be positive.
Whoa.
It's the mind. It's the mind that is working. You control the mind. The mind is not controlling you. And this is just for everything you do in life. And when you're talking about letting the mind come with good and happy thoughts, asking the mind to bring to you happy thoughts, that was a good point. And thank you for this great mind, great thinking. And can I have another one? Beautiful thinking.
Yeah, it's like having a relationship with your own mind.
Yeah.
Thank you for that thought. I would like a positive thought right now.
Yeah. So when you're in bad mood, then remember this.
Yeah.
Ask the mind to make you happy.
And what if that is? Yeah, maybe the whole point is to kind of catch what is the sound, you know, of the thoughts right now. You know, is it scarcity or is it possibility?
Yeah, it's the possibility to get the things.
Yeah.
Then you're catching all the good balls.
Yeah, then you have access.
Yeah. And you can, if they're coming some thoughts, or if you think about it as a balls coming, then you can move it if it is a bad thought. And if it's just move and it doesn't meet you.
Like being hit of a thought.
Yeah. The thoughts are coming, and you, this one is not good, so you just move and you catch the good thoughts.
Oh, you can collect the good thoughts.
Isn't it? Yeah.
That's a good thing. Yeah, and it becomes so when I have been asked to share about our rhythm and how it works and everything over the years, and I have not understood how can I do that. I don't know how. So the book is now my attempt to kind of grasp pieces of you know, what I think we're doing that works.
Mhm.
So it's really interesting to kind of start to like take it apart in somehow, you know, what are like isolate one part, like, you know, because it becomes so kind of funny in a way to when I notice how I am sometimes not there, you know, like doing whatever
Mhm.
I'm doing, not present, not very present,
Mhm.
and the other person is at the same, you know, it's like crazy doing what they're doing and trying to come together like that. It's like a disaster. It doesn't happen, you know. Yeah, and
Mhm.
now I'm not happy, you know, no one is caring about me, you know. It's like it becomes so funny, like a parody
Mm.
that is all about like, oh, I have to stop, I have to like come to myself first.
Mhm. Mm.
Mm.
I think the most powerful word of the chapter is intent, to set an intention, take control, and be responsible.
Mm.
That is obviously the first step for possibility.
I find that so exciting because the whole thing with walking around in life complaining about things, uh, not being happy, perhaps, you know, it's like a coin, you know, perhaps we already have the access and the just saying, I choose.
Yes,
It's like right there. It's so easy, you know.
completely,
Oh,
completely.
mm,
I mirror that completely. And just to share what the recent hours in my life have contained, I've been trying to help my daughter switching from anxiety
mm,
to excitement or happiness
mm,
or contentment
mm,
or, and she's stuck in the, well, she's beginning to open, but it's the very thing of deciding
mm,
how you want to react to a feeling or what you want to do with the thought.
mm,
I'm trying to show her how she can practice.
mm,
Um, she is stuck in feeling anxious and that she needs to get um, diagnosed.
mm.
She thinks that that's the answer for her to get the diagnosis of
Something is
being
wrong with me.
anxious. Yes, yes, I'm kind of yeah, I'm not whole, or I need someone to save me from this.
Mm,
I need some doctor to diagnose me
mm,
instead of just owning it.
mm.
And that's what I'm trying to give her now, that
If you,
she,
Tora, how, you know, if you would like just share, how would it be possible to, like, from being
Mhm.
anxious over to being happy then, or you know, like
Mm,
the polarities?
mhm,
How would you say how to practice that?
mm. What I've gained and managed to practice is to um, distance myself from the mind, kind of being beside myself and witnessing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so when I feel that I'm overloaded with life, I start feeling anxious and I start feeling stressed and feeling that I'm not managing things. And the magic of being now able to distance myself from this overwhelming feeling of not being enough or being in control of things gives me space to breathe and see where I'm at, that I'm not present. And that gives me the possibility of switching into presence. Finding actually that nothing that is occupying my mind at the moment is a fact of life. It's a story that I'm making up. Woo. And it's not reality. And when I get that clearance, when I get that picture in my head that everything that I'm being anxious about is not a fact at all. It's not a part of my reality. And it doesn't need to be a part of my reality. That is a choice of mine, whether or not I will let it have space in my life. So when I realize this, I will just be able to let it go. And there's no, this is not a part of my life anymore at that very time, at that very moment. Then I'm free.
It sometimes it's talked about monkey mind. It's like the mind is like automatic, like just doing its thing. It seems to be like being human is having this, you know, all these thoughts and this is reality, yeah. It's scary or whatever it is.
For sure.
Yes. So what you're saying is to like, in a way, put it aside or like look at it or have it be separate from you to see the thought.
Yes. And realize that I'm writing novels all the time. I am creating stories which are not part of my reality, and I cannot base my life on novels that don't have any ground, no foundation. I am kind of expecting something out of a situation that might come up, and that is frightening, and that scares me. And so I'm giving some possible far future events the power of my mind this moment, and the feelings.
Yeah. And
so acknowledging that I don't need to write stories. I can choose to write stories, but then I can just do it mindfully and go to a publisher and publish them. But you know, I don't have to live my life grounded on stories that are not reality. So it's about intent, it's about taking control, it's about choosing not to feel the anxiety anymore, but to distance yourself from it and look inside. What happens when the anxiety is gone?
What I hear you talk about is conscious also, like to decide. Yeah.
For sure.
Present. Beautiful. You want to connect to some part, Gunni?
It was so much that I'm just getting it all inside and trying to connect to it, but it is so. I see you see now, or I see now that, and of course we know that people is so different, that it's so different how people react and how people think in themselves. Sorry, the phone is trying to call me. Someone's trying to call me, so it's disturbing. Yeah. What I was saying, that how people is feeling and how people is reacting to things is very different. So like Tora is talking about, that's maybe something that I would do in another way. So or and she would do things react in different ways, how I think about things. So but if we go to this chapter again, the presence, the happiness, and positiveness, that are things that we all should and want to practice and do. But what I'm saying, it's so different how each person does it. How do we, like I was talking about the balls that were coming, someone else is not thinking about that. Yeah. How are the good thinkings coming to me? Are they like balls, or are they like flowers, or whatever? So but by reading this, it reminds you on what is nice and good to have. So that is what is beautiful about this, is that you are being reminded on how you can get your life and partnership and everything, how you can control it to beautiful way and positive way. But of course you yourself have to do it by the way that fits you and your partner and or whatever you're doing. So yeah, so every people is reading this in their yeah, just how people is working in itself. So it's so wonderful how we are strange creatures. No one is the same, but this the aim is though the same, to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy.
Yeah.
And we want to be present, but sometimes we can't be present because we are thinking about everything and maybe thinking about nothing. So yes. but this is reminding us to come here.
Yes, beautiful. And the longing is not at all for anyone to do what I do, for example. It's not at all that the purpose is with the book. It's just what you say. It's more sharing points of what works. And when I hear you share about that, I get my pictures in my head. I reflect in my way, Tora in her way. Everyone will reflect in their way. That's like, yay, then mission is complete in a way. You just get like a little bit of a new view or a little bit of a new angle. That would be fantastic, because it comes from this like world or life view of mine, that what is beautiful should be shared. And the most beautiful areas we have of our sexual energy and living in bliss, living like extraordinary experience in the body, we should have it more visible. We should talk more about it. It's possible to have more of it, and how to unfold oneself is an exciting.
And then it's also different what people find beautiful.
Yes.
That is also beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you mention living in bliss, this is something that most people deny themselves of. So this is an opportunity to learn that you're allowed to allow yourself the bliss and the living of nurturing yourself and just being mindful of you're allowed to be a human being with sexual longings and all the magic that follows is just
And perhaps we have not been wiser, we have not kind of allowed, we have rather shamed, like
Yes.
press it away.
Yes.
We haven't understood that it's possible to open the body more, to allow the sexual energy to be present during the day, even walk around in like a circulating, alive body. And I had no idea personally a few years ago that this existed, that you could feel this, like turned on, vibrating the whole time. So the book is like trying to share and to explain and to show, to perhaps open a little bit, yeah, because I think this is the way our development becomes more comfortable. We're supposed to be more in pleasure, more in this very comfortable state rather than in suffering.
Mm.
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 Could you give me some deeper insight into this?
Yes. So what is your question? It's great.
It's about the development and
Yeah, how the development happened for me.
yeah, and also about allowing yourself to experience the development in a positive way.
Yeah.
How did that come about for you?
Well, it can, in my point of view, it started with this activity, with this game of meeting sexually every 24 hours as a game, kind of. Out of all that activity, my body started to behave differently. So all of a sudden, I get these orgasms and energy start to flow, and I walk around like, I call it like a ball of fire between my legs, And I thought something is wrong here. You shouldn't feel like this, because my old programming was to take it out. It shouldn't be like that. You have to not, you should not feel anything. So starting to understand that and going to different trainings and retreats to meet other people who know what I was talking about, and to start to practice the body of this allowance, and to get like reprogramming from older patterns and everything. So it's both been like exercising. There are all kind of thoughts about that the memories sit in the body. So the armoring was something that I studied and learned, and then also tantric massage became a huge part of my understanding, because I had not no idea that bliss and being in pleasure can be such a great experience, and can like expand how we yeah can experience pleasure. So these are a few points. Yeah.
This is so interesting. What comes up to my mind is that we are taught to that the extremes are that you become addicted and out of control if you allow yourself to open up to this possibility and to enjoy it and to accept it as a human need and one of the core needs of the body
Yes.
and mind and soul. But there's this line that we are not taught. What I'm saying is that there's this very huge shadow of fear and shame around sex, obviously, and about intimacy. And I somehow connected to that. You have to hide it. You have to. You're taught that you are to hide it, and no one should know about it, and that this is nothing you share with anyone, even your spouse. You should maybe not speak so much about it. So,
No, it's
you
so,
know,
so funny. Like the most beautiful experiences, we don't talk about.
yeah,
You know, we're a lot more comfortable with talking about things that hurt, but what is really pleasurable. But maybe we have not been wiser. You know, maybe there are opportunities here to develop together.
absolutely.
Mm.
Oh, for sure.
Mm. You want to reflect, Gunni?
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just true. It is. People is. I don't know if it is a shame, but people don't want to talk about these pleasure things. I don't know. It's just something that we are taught when we are children, that we are not talking about these things.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not good, because when for example when children or youngsters are learning and meeting and trying, they don't know what to do and know what is right. And but if we were more open about it, then I think a lot of troubles wouldn't come up. In my like in my upgrowing, and like I was taught, you don't mention these things.
Exactly.
And so I am very I feel I don't feel good to talk about these things. So because I'm just, yeah, it is not, you don't talk about it.
No, I know we're pro.
Yeah. So it is just like that in the yeah, everywhere you come. So it is good to open it, because it's like you say, it is and should be beautiful.
Yes, yes. So we have to kind of reload it, you know, sexuality with beauty. You know, the word has also become dirty and kind of all kind of,
Yeah.
you know, power, all kind of strange things. But it's the opposite kind of.
Yeah.
Beauty, relaxation, you know, development, you know. So we are going to start to wrap our sharing together up now. So anything you want to, you know, reflect as some last words or before we complete?
Well, I can. Nothing's very special. It's just that I'm happy that you are opening up these maybe closed book, Pandora box that is closed, and I'm hoping that people will be less ashamed to talk, or at least that it's allowed to open up the beautifulness of talking about sex.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that is not just in the, like you said before, that it was always in the if people is talking about it, then it is in some dirty way. We want to talk about the good things about it also.
Yeah. What is really the nourishing and beautiful, and you know, what makes us happy and feel good, and be healthy. Yeah. Thank you, Gunni. Tora, any last reflections?
I'm just really proud of you, Matilda. I think you are showing very very high degree quality courage. And I praise you for that, and I thank you for that. I think you will have a storm of shame throwing over you when this comes out, and I'll be there to support you. I will be there to listen. I will be there to praise your work, and just, you know, don't let it ruin you, and don't let it get you.
Whoop, 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 whoop.